moves into a freshman dorm during orientation week, and I've decided to do something similar with everyone who moves to New York City. So if any of you starting down there in the fall, I'll be over. Don't worry, I'll accept a couch to sleep on, but I do insist that you get breakfast from the carriage house delivered. Perhaps, though, that's getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Today is about you, the great class of 2012, the graduate of CALS. Are you here? What about ILR? QMAC? AAP, engineering, hotel administration, and the arts and sciences. I thought so. Well, to all of you and to all of the grad students as well, congratulations on making this glorious day in Ithaca. And by glorious, I mean a day when there is not a blizzard. You have done a wonderful job, seriously, a remarkable job of overcoming obstacles on the ways to your diploma. You overcame living in the low-rises freshman year. You overcame living on North Campus and having an 840 class on the engineering quad. You overcame the closing of your favorite bar and having nowhere to go after midnight, or as you call it, palms up. You even overcame piles and piles of parking tickets from Cornell Transportation. I know you never paid any of them, but you overcame them anyways. And you survived it all, and here you are. However, while this is a very special weekend, to get in the spirit of things, I actually did a few of these things on the list myself. I hung out on the patio at CTB. Parents, that is College Town Bagels. I have read tons of emails from somebody named Denise Casaro, written in 23 different bright colors describing all the activities I could do. And I even went to Olin Library last night and got kicked out at 2 a.m. and then I took the infamous walk of shame over to Iris. So I am feeling prepared for today as much as you graduates are. And I promise to keep the rest of my remarks brief, but in exchange, I do have a simple request to make of all of you. I ask that you not practice what you learned in Psychology 101 from Dr. Moss, how to power a nap. Although I will say that sounds like my kind of class. Now, in doing my homework for today, I couldn't help but note that this year we are marking the 150th anniversary of the act of Congress that gave rise to Cornell, the Morrill Land Grant Act. And the act provided land to the states for the purpose of founding colleges that would teach agriculture and engineering. President Abraham Lincoln signed the act because he understood that government had a role to play in preparing generations of young Americans to participate in and lead the industrial economy. The innovations, inventions, and ideas produced by America's higher education system became our nation's unparalleled competitive advantage and catapulted us to the forefront of the industrial age. Roadmap for building our nation ever stronger. Expand knowledge, expand infrastructure, expand freedom. That is the legacy that Lincoln left us. It's not a Republican legacy. It's not a Democratic legacy. It is an American legacy. And the challenge before you as you go out into the world is not to preserve that legacy, but to expand it. There is enormous work to be done in each area, and we know we can't sit back and wait for Washington to do it. We have to do it ourselves, and all of you really can make a difference. To expand knowledge, we need great teachers in our public schools who can prepare the next generation for the global economy. We need talented researchers in our labs who can develop new ways of attacking disease, advancing agriculture, and understanding the universe. To expand our infrastructure, we need scientists who can pioneer new forms of clean energy, and engineers who can build the power grids along with the bridges and tunnels and high-speed trains that we need in order to remain the world's strongest economy. Equality has triumphed over exclusion. It has never been quick, it has never been easy, but in every case, the federal government has eventually stepped in and guaranteed equal rights for all. There is no doubt in my mind that you will see that happen with marriage equality in your lifetime. It may be an act of Congress, or a constitutional amendment, or a Supreme Court decision, but if you stand up for it, it will happen, and you will extend Lincoln's legacy of freedom just as your parents and grandparents did before you. The expansion of freedom is not the only part of Lincoln's legacy you've witnessed during your 4 years at Cornell. Earlier this year, in what I believe will help do for New York City what the Land Grant Act did in 1862 for our country, Cornell joined with the Technion Israel Institute of Technology and New York City to build a world-class graduate-level applied science and engineering